Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here with my guy, Chris Ruffolo, as we continue to cook up this WNBA playoff action. Ruffalo, missed you last episode. We're back, baby. Playoff action. How you doing?
Yeah, I couldn't stay away for long. Unfortunately, had something I had to attend to, and wanted to let Jay at least run it so as we get you guys some content. But now I'm back, and it was interesting first couple of games. You know, there weren't many words I had after the first couple of games. One of those games played out exactly how I thought it would, even though you guys wouldn't have found out that pick until a little bit later. But yeah, we'll talk about it. How are you doing, Jay?
Doing good. I'm doing good, man. You know, I'm ready to see how this day plays out. WNBA playoff action. So the Liberty looking to take a commanding 2-0 lead, and the Lynx looking to avoid falling 0-2 heading on the road. So we'll break it down here in a second. We'll try to help the people make some money and continue to cook up this WNBA action. So I say without further ado, let's continue to do that. Let's make some money tonight. Without further ado, let's hop right into tonight's WNBA action. First game up, we got the New York Liberty at home at the crib with the defending champs, the Las Vegas Aces, rolling into town. Liberty won and covered in game one. They're laying 3.5 here in game two. If it ain't broke, I ain't trying to fix it, man. As I explained to y'all the last game, the Liberty have just owned the Aces all season long. I know the Aces are the defending champs, and the Aces play tremendously good basketball down the stretch. Um, and, they're probably going to give their best effort here trying to avoid falling down 0-2 in a 5-game series. But as I've said all season long, I think the New York Liberty are the best team in the WNBA. I think this is the team that's going to be hosting the trophy this season. And I think they do what they've done all season, and that's win and cover over the Las Vegas Aces. So, Ruffalo, I ain't trying to fix it if it ain't broke. Liberty, 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 Liberty. I'm laying the points. How you feel?
Have no fear. Total Boy is here. I'm taking the under in this one. Look, this is my thought process. I get where you're coming from with the Liberty, and I can totally see the angle to get there. The Liberty, it hasn't seemed to matter what the Aces have done this season. The Liberty have just had their number. On the other side of the coin, these are the defending champs that don't want to go down 0-2, even going back home. So I have to think that we maybe see, a bounce back effort from here rather than trying to split hairs and decide which side of that I want to be on. I think whichever way it goes, I think it's going under the total. You look, the total only went over by a point and a half in game one of this series, and for a lot of that game, it looked like it was going on under the total because the Aces couldn't score. But I think this is going to be traditionally what we've seen from the Aces all season, and Aces and Liberty all season when they go head to head. Physical basketball, low scoring, and now prototypical playoff basketball as well. I'm going with the under 164 in this one, first to 80 wins.
Next game up, last game of the night. We got the Minnesota Lynx at home at the crib with the Connecticut Sun coming into town. Connecticut stole game one on the road. Ruffalo, can they steal another one? Or is Total Boy showing up again?
To the total mobile. No, I'm kidding. I'm taking the under here. I'm taking the under 153. Look, I know that totals aren't necessarily everybody's favorite, but here's my take on this one. Same thing that we saw a lot in the regular season is that we saw 3 unders between these two teams in the last 3 meetings. The first game that went over back on May 23rd needed overtime to get 3 points over a total of 162. When they met on September 17th, it went over by a half a point. These are two teams that play defensive-minded basketball. They finished 1-2 in the WNBA in defensive efficiency this season. This is, again, prototypical playoff basketball. These are two teams that lean defense first, and I don't expect anything different. This is when I alluded to it in the intro, a game that I had it pegged going this way the entire way. 73-70. I think a very similar game is in store here. 74-71, 75-70, something like that. So give me the under between the Sun and the Lynx. Total Boy strikes again.
Total boy strikes again. Hey, for me in this one, I want to take Minnesota, but it's tough, and I'm gonna take Minnesota is what I'm gonna do. But I ain't gonna lie, it's tough. The reason I'm taking Minnesota is basically their season is on the line. They can't afford to lose this game and then head back to Connecticut down to 0-2 because then it's probably over. So this is for the season. This is all the chips in the middle of the table here for Minnesota. And in that style game, at home, at the crib, I'll trust them. Connecticut has had their number this season. What did they win? The season series 2-1. And then now, so 3-1 on the season is what it is between the Lynx and the Sun. Um, these two teams are, like Ruffolo was saying, two defensive teams, similar in that manner. I think the Lynx, though, offensively, figure some things out here, especially at home in this game, and that's going to give them the slight edge. Defensively, I think it's pretty much a wash. That's what I was saying in the other day. But offensively, I still would give the slight edge to the Minnesota Lynx. I know it didn't happen in game one. It happens that time sometimes. But in this one, I think they lock in. Again, I think they push their chips to the middle of the table. I think this is a comfortable win for them. I think the line is where it is for a reason. Roof, I'm gonna lay the 4.5 here with Minnesota. And that's gonna conclude this episode of the WNBA Layup Session, playoff edition. Roof, glad to have you back, my man. Just cooked up both games, and we'll be back. When is the WNBA back? Thursday, I think. Or is it Wednesday? I forgot. But it'll be back, and we'll be back when it's back. And we'll continue to cook it up and try to help you guys make some money. I'll have plays for you guys tomorrow for sure over at Pickdawgz Premium. We're now in full playoff mode with Major League Baseball there and the WNBA, and that's all that's going on tomorrow. So I'll for sure have something in there for y'all from both sports. Scoop it up over there. Let's make some money today. Ruffolo, what you got going on, my man?
Yeah, as will I. Sort of in the same boat. Friday is when the WNBA will be back, so could probably expect a layup session on Thursday or potentially Friday morning, depending on how schedules align. But yeah, I'm going to have something good for you guys on Pickdawgz Premium as well from both the WNBA and MLB. Maybe again where, WNBA is for long-term subscribers, but that's just, the benefit of having a long-term pass besides, getting all the plays for a better price. So definitely check that out, Pickdawgz Premium. I'll have an MLB play on the board for sure. But yeah, scoop it up and use that promo code PICK at checkout for 15% off.
Hey, appreciate your Roof. Appreciate all y'all joining us. Let's make some money tonight. Let's continue to kick the crap out of the books, betting hoops. Money making Tuesday. See y'all Thursday night or Friday morning, whichever one. We're out of here. Peace.